Venom symbiote isn't immune to Ben Reilly's spider sense, since his is different from Peter Parker's. It seems like the symbiote is taking its obsession with Peter Parker to the most extreme, but hey, rejection can be tough, right? However, if bonded with enough superheroes and villains, the Venom symbiote
Close my window.
breathing underwater, one of the more ludicrous powers we hope to see in the Venom film, like his power to breathe underwater, which is shown when Spider-Man thought he could flee Venom by jumping into a river. Surprisingly, Venom jumped in right after him and explained that the symbiote can drown while underwater. While the comic doesn't specifically explain how it's able to do this, you just need to accept it as fact, okay? That's some great comic book logic for you right there. Spider-Man even questioned the ability and got no explanation for it. We know the struggle, Pete. This became a huge advantage for Venom when he was fighting Spider-Man underwater, since Peter Parker was unable to breathe underwater. Yeah, apparently breathing underwater isn't one of the abilities the radioactive spider granted him. Go figure.
We have massive infection, multiple GPI and FSI viruses. This guy from remote knows. They're going for the Colonel.
Venom can enter itself into the internet. Okay, this is possibly one of the most 90s storylines in comic books in recent memory. But on the plus side, the 90s are back in fashion. After the advent and subsequent rise of the internet, many comic books integrated the World Wide Web into their storylines, and this is perhaps one of the most bizarre examples of that. In the story of Carnage Unleashed, Carnage began entering itself into the internet to kill various peoples across the world. After hearing about this new activity, Venom decided that it must step in and put an end to its offspring's killing spree. So Venom then uploaded itself into the internet, and the two symbiotes did battle on the information superhighway. Sure, this story is incredibly bonkers and dated, but it's still an ability that Spider-Man doesn't have. He cannot upload himself onto the internet and fight his enemies digitally like Venom and Carnage can. As a human with flesh and blood,
this can't fly forever, by the way. It just dropped.
The plausibility of Venom and Carnage entering themselves into the internet to do battle. It is still something that happened, and it's still something Spider-Man can't do. Case closed. Well, that's just a few of the many.
This is 3 point something million, and then you have to pay 800k. Then you have to pay 800k for this thing, so you can mod it, and then you have to pay like another 500k so I can upgrade it. Go on, I'll let you have a go. Yeah. Flynn. Right. Basically, press X button to get the wings out. Press X to get the wings out, Bradley.
More alike than Deadpool and Spider-Man. There might be some real truth to all those shipped memes you see of Deadpool and Spider-Man, because they're more similar than we might have first believed. Do you like bizarre humor and crime-fighting? Hey, so do we. We seem to almost have as much in common as Spider-Man and Deadpool. Maybe we should team up and you should consider...
You have to land on the floor. Yeah, go up and down, like, go up and down so you don't press. Yeah, go up and down, go up and down. Oh. Go up and down, yeah, like that. Not that much. No, put your wings back out.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Go.
More times than we can count. For Spider-Man, it was kept a secret for years, and most people didn't really think twice about why he was being raised by his aunt and uncle. It wasn't until the flashback started and it was revealed that his parents, Richard and Mary Parker, were taken out by Red Skull that we became intrigued.
You're controlling it.
Only vague memories of his parents and no memory of their militaristic backgrounds. Honestly, it wasn't anything that we were majorly missing from Spider-Man's storyline. Often stories about his parents are conflicted. In one story, he makes up abandonment issues and an abusive mother. In another, he makes up an abusive army officer for a father. There's another that has all the issues. He's probably made up the lies to cope, even though he, interestingly enough, would have come home to a perfectly average household. Time to make the chimichangas. Weird food obsessions. There's one important thing in life, and that is food. Don't you think Spider-Man and Deadpool should be able to enjoy some normalcy in their daily chaotic lives, especially since they're expected to save countless humans every day? So maybe all they want at the end of the day is a pint of Ben and Jerry's, cat to cuddle, and some Netflix and chill to happen. We're not saying that it has to happen with them as a couple, although if it were up to Deadpool, that's what would have happened by now. Unfortunately, Spider-Man does not reciprocate those feelings. Spider-Man's favorite food, and it was featured in a recipe in
Wait, one sec.
1996 issue called Aunt May's Wheat Cakes. It's proof that Deadpool and Spider-Man were destined to be the perfect crime-fighting duo. You're telling me the truth. You can't handle the truth. Really? Spider-Man may be the only one that truly understands Deadpool. Spider-Man has always been that underdog that you're constantly rooting for, much the same way
enjoy
that
my
Deadpool
session.
has. The two of them are always outgunned
Yeah.
and outmanned, but they
Enjoy my
somehow surprise
session.
their fan base by coming out on top. Of course, Deadpool does it a bit more R-rated, where Spider-Man is a bit more
brother.
friendly about it. We've definitely seen a deeper connection between the two of them since Deadpool and
Someone's
Spider-Man
giving me
comics
control,
released in
but-
2016. They have a fun banter and their jokes are perfectly timed. We know that if they could fight off bad guys solo, they could.
Can I press the boost button? Press the wings out. X. And boost. Not into the wall. No, the bounces aren't there. Put your wings down while you get trying to go down the stairs.
What?
Boost down the stairs. Boost up those stairs there. Boost them up those stairs. To the left. Boost up those stairs. 3, 2, 1, go. Then put your wings out when you're in the air. Boost, boost. Put your wings out now. Wings out. Wings out.
I take it
Then
this
go
is a
down
social
and
call.
go up. Keep on going down and up.
Okay, my friend.
That she would always love.
Okay,
It's a sad moment for any fans that hope they would eventually get together again. It's interesting to think what would have been if Wade never found out he had cancer, and Vanessa Carlyle, aka Copycat, could have been married.
Give me
Of
a
course, Deadpool wouldn't be the character he is today without these pivotal events in his life.
Dopinder, this is no way to win Gita's heart back. I'm so proud of you. Drop Vandu off
Hola.
safe and gentle.
Hello. Hello.
Inner demons. Venom, who eventually becomes a sort
Hello.
of anti-hero, was originally just meant to be a
Hello.
costume change for Spider-Man, but he also became a sort of real-life
What-
inner demon
what
for
do you
the
want?
hero. The alien symbiote created a powerful costume to Spider-Man's surprise, which could mimic street clothes and provide a seemingly exhaustible supply of weapon. But it came at a steep price. The costume would take on a life of its own at night and envelop Peter Parker while he slept, leaving him incredibly exhausted and unable to act as Spider-Man. It turned out the costume was actually a living organism that
Oi, watch,
feeds
I've got
off
a new
Spider-Man's energy.
weapon set it.
Eventually, Spider-Man is able to
Massive.
purchase the symbiote, and so Venom is born by bonding
Put
with
this
other
on it.
heroes and villains. Deadpool's inner demons are a little
Don't
less
say I'm
physically
upset.
apparent, but we still know they exist. He's one of the only
Say he's
characters with the ability
What?
to break the fourth wall, acknowledging that he's
What
in
are
a
you
comic book
watching?
and can't escape it. He's
No.
constantly fighting to be good, but his horrific past makes him do bad things. Not only that, but his inner demons come out when he begins talking
Why?
to himself, showing us a dark side to his mental state.
Because there's something in the background of yours.
Yeah, my cousin's watching YouTube.
You're through to your garage.
Failed marriages. Well, we
I
would
can
have
have
thought
gone
that
up
since the writers knew Deadpool
Mate.
Who wants to go my weaponized tamper on my APC? Oh, cool, bros.
I'll get there as soon as I can. I'll get
Go
back to
Bros.
it then.
Go and join the chef play game.
What? Cool, bros. You wanna go and troll Finger with my APC?